Hey folks, how you doing? See, I've been working on some projects out here in my shuttle bus, and I think you're going to like this short video. We flip the camera around here. Alrighty, I just put in part of a surveillance system with a NVR camera system, 4 cameras, and a monitor, which is just a 13-inch, maybe it's 15-inch TV for a monitor, and I'm trying to figure out how to get sound to it right now. I think I got to go into the programming of it. Anyway, this monitor swings towards the front so I can see it from my recliner, and it also will swing to the back where my bed will be. That's the bed right there. Is got the center part of it flipped up. But then I also I still got to install the 4 cameras. Now this is for outdoor surveillance towards the front and rear of the shuttle bus. I'll have excuse me, 1 camera facing the passenger entry door up front, and the other one aimed at the driver's door up front. And then I'll have one aimed down at my little tilt bed trailer where I'll have my mud mower. A mud mower is it's a mower that's got tractor tires on it all the way around and no mower deck. This one's got hydrostatic, and that'll be what I can scout out trails with instead of having a 4x4. Anyway, the little trailer will be hooked to the back. It's a snowmobile trailer without a top on it. And the camera will be aimed right down. It'll be above the window there. Be aimed right down at the trailer. And I'll be able to hear and talk to whoever's out there. And the same with the cameras that face the front, so that if someone comes beating on the door, I'll be able to see them and record them, because this has got, I put a SATA hard drive in this thing so I can record on all 4 channels. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this other, the 4th camera, but I'm probably going to put it right below the air conditioner up here, facing towards the front. So if someone breaks in, especially while I'm in here, I'll be able to record what they're doing. Now, let me flip the camera around again, and you can see, get my finger out of the way here, you can see, where's the camera? Okay, right there is a monitor above the steering wheel, and that's got another camera system, which is going to have 4 cameras on it. One will be a rear view camera, and there'll be a camera on both sides of the shuttle bus looking towards the rear, so I can see when I'm backing up which way my trailer is swinging. And there'll be one that'll be pointed right down towards the hitch, so when I back up I can get the tongue of the trailer right on the hitch exactly, because I'm just a single guy. I don't have anybody to help me back up. So that's kind of a cool thing there, and that'll only be on when I'm driving. Where this other one, this one here, this one is going to be on basically when I'm in here, if I'm in a sketchy area, or at night, and I'll be able to see what's going on around me at night. So that's 8 cameras, and I've got other cameras that I can use. I got a whole crap load of cameras, different kinds. Got magnetic ones. I got just every kind. I probably got 6 or 7 other cameras, which I'll be selling. I keep buying things like that, not knowing what I got. I forget what I bought. But anyway, I want to have one mounted where I can see below my passenger door, because those steps are kind of low to the ground. And what I'm talking about is down there, those steps. And have one mounted there, so as I'm on a trail I go into a pothole, I can be able to see if I'm getting close to that step, because that's all just a fiberglass enclosure there, and crash that once, you've ruined your door too, because the hinge is all hooked to that. Anyway, so, and I've also got a alarm bell with a limit switch, so that if I get close to that, it'll trip the alarm, which it's like a doorbell, a real loud bring, and that'll tell me, hey, stop, back up, put some planks under your wheels, and try again. Gotta be safe, just being a single guy, I mean, I can see out of there's a window in front of that door that I can look down there pretty good, but you still can't see the bottom of the steps. So anyway, and then I've got a handicap lift for the handicap cart with turf tires that the VA provided for me. I'm a veteran, and they provided that to me so that I can go down some trails, when I'm out traveling. And that'll be mounted to the front of the shuttle bus. I've got it on the front of a van right now, but I'll be mounting that on the front of my shuttle bus. And on the passenger side of that hitch assembly, I've got another 2-inch tube, hitch tube, and I've got another hitch ball on the front of that. And I want to mount a camera on that so that if I want to turn around and hook my trailer up to the front of my van for easier maneuvering, I can eyeball that hitch ball and the hitch on the trailer for hooking it up, and also for backing it up, or running it forward but backing the trailer up. So that's 10 cameras there, and those will be those two, the one for the door and the one for the hitch up front. Those will be up front above where this other monitor is, and I've still got to do all the hookup for that. I just built the framework for hanging that monitor up there. That's a 13-inch monitor, and I've already tested it. It already works, but I got a lot of wiring to do, a lot of camera mounting to do, a lot of adjustments, a lot of testing, and but I love doing this stuff. So the cameras towards the rear are going to be rather midway, and it'd probably be, see where the junction of that window is, where the 2x4 goes up? Well, I can drill through there and run wires out there for the power. These cameras have antennas on them. There's one right there. They've got antennas on them, so they're wireless, except for the cord, the power cord. So I've got to be able to run that power cord through the wall for 12 volts. And that'll all be fused and switched and stuff like that. I can put one in front of one in front of the 2x4 and one behind the 2x4, because I'll have two cameras there, one facing forward and one facing the rear. And I can do the same thing over here above this, which is not midway. It's about 4.5 feet from the rear of the van, shuttle bus. And the rear facing one, I want that to be able to see the sidewall of the shuttle bus itself, so that I can better gauge. It's kind of like looking through a mirror, except for it's a lot closer back there, and I'll have a lot wider angle than the mirrors on this shuttle bus. The other two, the ones that are facing forward, be one facing forward, one facing the rear here. One facing forward will be pointing down slightly, so there's looking right at the door, or a person standing there, and if I can talk to them, I'll say, hey, turn around, look at the camera. That way I get a full face feature of their face. And of course, I'd be recording at that time. So I'm having fun, and just got a lot of work to do, drilling and running wires through there, hooking up switches, hooking up fuses. Probably have one switch for the rear cameras and one switch for the front-facing cameras, which that'll probably be mounted up front along with everything. So if I'm sitting in the driver's seat, I can turn those cameras on and off right up there. That monitor up there is only a 12 volt, and so is this one in the rear. But that's got, okay, I got gobs and gobs of 12 volt, and I'll have 12 volt, 120 volt. I've got 120 volt all over the place, you know, see, for running that refrigerator there, and that'll be on all the time. So even when I'm driving, I'll be able to run that monitor up there on 120 volt. Same with the rear one when I'm sleeping. So the cameras are all 12 volt. That's excellent because I got gobs of that. But I've got a huge inverter down there, which converts from 12 volt to 120 volt. That's 120 volt, those yellow cords coming out. And there's a big battery bank back there with 6 huge LiFePO4 lithium batteries. And then I've also got a 500 watt pure sine wave inverter. Both are pure sine wave. This one, the 500 watt, is for running my refrigerator and cameras, monitors, DVD player, just small stuff, you know, like my electric recliner, which I'm going to have in here, and you know, anything I need 110 for that's low voltage or low amperage. I've also got the gray box up here, which is for shore power or coming from this inverter and battery bank. Both these inverters run off the same battery bank, but this inverter down here has 2,000 watts. And that's going to be able to run my microwave, toaster oven, toaster, coffee maker, all those big things. But that's only going to be on when I'm using those things, you know, for minutes per day. You know, like coffee maker probably use the most. Microwaves, you only use those for a couple of minutes at a time. Toaster oven, yeah, that's a big amperage user. As far as a toaster, you know, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. But I've got gobs of power, and I've got 800 watts of solar panels, which will be out here right underneath these windows from the driver's door all the way to the back. And they're going to be horizontal panels. The first row is going to be solid mounted with ventilation behind it, because those things, you know, they've got the dark blue, almost black screens, and they're, you know, going to build a lot of heat in the sun. The bottom row is going to be hinged, so I can flip them up and latch them into place for travel, protecting them. And then I've got a big aluminum sheet that I'll be cutting into pieces to cover the back sides of those, so that when they're in the folded up position, they'll be protected from stones and stuff as I'm traveling. I may or may not put those on because that's going to trap heat too. But those 4 will be able to tilt those up to catch more sun, which means that I'm going to have to be parking the south side of this shuttle bus, or the driver's side of the shuttle bus, to the south in order to catch the most sun. And during the winter, when I'll be doing most of my camping down in the south, the sun is at a low angle, and I'll be catching more sun than if they're up on the roof, actually. So anyway, those go up to that silver thing with the green panel on it, which is solar controller. And right now I've got just one little cord coming out of there to hook up to just a single panel, which I'm going to hook onto there, and it'll keep these batteries topped off all the time at home here. I'm not going to be using any real heavy voltage from that battery pack or from that inverter, because I've got shore power, which is this gray box up here with the breakers. You can see it's plugged in, and there's a power strip over there, another power strip down here. It's 4 foot long. Another power strip over here where I've got some cameras and the monitor and everything plugged into right now. But I've also got power on the outside of the shuttle bus that goes from that yellow plug you see back there, right straight out the wall, right behind that. There's a round thing you see there. That's for power from the outside, so I can have 110 volt on the outside. Anyway, that's all I'm going to put into this video. Be watching for that. I'll be giving you an update on the system as I get it done. I'll be showing you how it functions and stuff and what I'll be able to see. So we will catch you later. Appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, and comment, and maybe set yourself up, to be able to watch my videos. They're on youtube.com/@ youtube.com/@Tramp Traveler. Tramp Traveler is all one word and lowercase, @Tramp Traveler. If you're on the search bubble for YouTube, all you got to put in is the @Tramp Traveler. We will catch you later, and thank you for watching this video.